Hi there, Lucas from the Amazing Baby Company, here today to talk to you a little bit about pram safety and the correct way to use your stroller to ensure you're using it in the safest possible way. Now, Australian prams have to meet a very stringent mandatory standard to ensure that they are safe before they are sold in Australia. So two things to look for is to make sure that you're buying from a reputable retailer and that your stroller is approved by the Australian safety standards. What to look for on a stroller in Australia is the wrist strap. First thing, really obvious. The wrist strap is there to ensure that you're always connected to your stroller when pushing along. So even if, for example, you might lose control of the handlebar for any reason, you are still connected via the wrist strap. The wrist strap itself has a warning label. Use this strap to stop the stroller rolling away. So really obvious call out. There's a bunch of other, I'm not going to go through all of them, but there's a bunch of other warning labels throughout the stroller, on the seat, on the frame, telling you what to do and what not to do to correctly use your stroller so that you're using it in the safest possible way. What else do we look for in an Australian stroller? Well, Australian strollers are fitted with a red brake. Now that brake could be anywhere. On this particular stroller you'll find it at the back as a foot brake. Sometimes it's a little bit closer to one of the rear wheels, but it will always be red. Sometimes you can have a handbrake as well. A really obvious distinctive point about an Australian stroller. So if you see a stroller with a black brake or a grey brake, you'll often know that it's not from this particular country and it hasn't met the Australian standard. That's a real dead giveaway, that one. What else denotes an Australian safe stroller? Well, warning labels, wrist strap, red brake. You'll also get some labels usually on the back of the seat that tell you not to hang particular objects. It's something we see a lot of out there, and it comes down to misuse by the consumer. They often hang things over the back, the handbag, over the handlebars. This is really not good for the stroller, and what it does is it tips the weight incorrectly into the rear of the stroller and disproportions the weight of where the weight should be, which is in the seat. Using the harness correctly, another thing that we see quite often done poorly or incorrectly, and how to fasten the harness. So an Australian harness, very distinctive again. It's usually a 5-point or 5-piece puzzle piece buckle, which comes apart in 5 pieces to make it difficult to remove. And sometimes parents even think that it's even difficult to put together, but that's not the case. You do get used to it, but ensuring that it's low and tight on the child. Not too tight, but it's there for a reason. Always use your shoulder harness. The amount of times we see just the waist attached is really, really bad news. And make sure that the shoulder harnesses are coming out from just above the shoulders. If it's coming out from behind the back, it's not the right way to be. So move it up, and you've often got options to adjust that to different heights. Talking about whether your stroller is newborn or not, now there are two really distinct features. Whether a stroller can lay flat, so a flat position is 2 thumbs up okay for a newborn, and what they call a head barrier, a newborn head barrier. You'll generally see an extra piece of material, or like in the case of a bassinet, where you get the head cover or the head support. So you're looking for two things, a flat surface and a head barrier, and then you know it's all good for newborn. It will often tell you on the stroller if it is not suitable for newborn. Again, read your warning labels and understand what the pram is telling you is right and wrong. Make sure you're only fitting genuine accessories, especially when it comes to car seat adapters, skateboards or glider boards, belly bars. Make sure all of this stuff is approved. If the car seat fits a particular stroller or a particular adapter, that's not enough. You need to make sure that that is a safe, approved car seat to be carried on a particular stroller. All that information is available through the brand's website, through INPAA, who we're doing the video for today, through Kids Safe. All of those places have tons of information on what to look for in a safe stroller. Overloading your basket, another issue that we see a lot of people putting too much stuff in a basket that has a set capacity and putting too much weight on the stroller. The other thing to talk about or to think about when it comes to newborns, many strollers out there now are suitable for running. You cannot run with a newborn. Their neck muscles are too flimsy and not yet developed enough to be running with a newborn. So no running with newborns until they're realistically 6 months of age or have the neck muscles to be able to sit up in an older child's seat. That about covers it. They're the most obvious things to look for and the obvious things to do yourself to ensure that you're using your stroller correctly.